The place, she's got style.
Annual 100th anniversary. And I say annual because this really is a very unique program and time for all of us. Once every 100 years, we celebrate the anniversary. The mayor had indicated to me tonight that those of you that wish to buy the ticket for the next affair, if you pay tonight, you'll get a 10% discount. However, in the year 2095, I think the tickets will probably be about $5,000 each. But that isn't that bad. Probably our taxes for the average home will be about $25,000 in the year 2095. But welcome. Welcome all of you to this wonderful event. I've never seen so many reunions, friends that we've seen and have probably forgotten over the years. It's like seeing them once again back in our lovely, lovely community called Mountainside. I'd like to start the program this evening with the introduction of the very Honorable Robert Viante, our mayor.
Thank you, Bob. You don't know what a tremendous honor it is for me to be able to represent you as your mayor for this ceremony. It's something that has become very dear to me. And I think one of the reasons, and I'd like to share it with you for a moment, is you have about 50 to 60 dedicated, caring, loving neighbors who have been working for the last year and a half for our 100th birthday. The people that put tonight together, this did not start last week, last month. It started in August of 1993. And if any of you women here, and I'm sure a lot of you have put together a wedding, you know what type of work these ladies have done. So, welcome. This is the beginning of a very, very eventful year. It's something I think that each and every one of you will be extremely proud to say, I live in Mountainside. And I'd like to introduce some people this evening that I believe deserve some recognition. But in order to keep the program moving, because I promised everybody we'd have very minimal speeches and we'd have some good times and fun, I'd ask that you hold your applause until I'm done. I cannot start an introduction without listing one person who's probably put up with more bull and more pain in the neck and more garbage in this town for my serving. And she's put up with it for 17 years, and she's been a very good sport about it. And I'd like everybody to introduce and meet my wife, Linda. There are other people that are as deserving as my wife to be recognized. Warner Schoen, Councilman Schoen, would you please stand? And his wife, Carol. Rex Jackson and Elsa, right over here. Steve Turner and his wife, Susan. Bob Beatty and his wife, Sue. I'm now going to introduce him as Councilman Dave Hart and his wife, Marilyn. We also have some past elected officials here with us this evening, and I'd like to recognize former Mayor Tom Ricciardi and his wife, Ellie. And we have past council members Bill Van Blarken and his wife, Betty. Mark Barry and Carol Kay. And the gentleman who introduced me, Bob Ruggiero, who's also the municipal judge of the Borough Council. And John O'Connell, I believe, is here this evening. John was on council many, many years ago. There he is, and his wife, Terry. This evening, I'd like to introduce for a brief ceremony the Senate President of the state of New Jersey and the Assemblyman from our district, Senator Donald D. Francisco and Assemblyman Alan Augustine. Mayor, we have a joint legislative resolution from me, Al Augustine, and Rich Bagger, who most people know is out of the country right now, or he certainly would be here. I wanted you to know that I've been in the legislature now for 20 years. I've been waiting for this night for those 20 years. In fact, I only ran for re-election last time because it was going to be the 100th anniversary of Mountainside. But for those 20 years, I think I represented 3 different legislative districts. There have been 3 different District 22s, but Mountainside has always been part of it. And so it was kind of, I live in Scotch Plains, but Mountainside certainly is very dear to me. And as a result, I was really honored, along with Alan, to give you this resolution honoring Mountainside on its 100th anniversary. I'm lucky that I'm able to sign it as President of the Senate, and therefore it'll be hanging somewhere, I hope, for the next 100 years, the next Senate President. Thank you very much. Enjoy the evening.
gentlemen, on behalf of Rich Bagger and myself, we certainly want to extend all the best to you. Don mentioned that Rich Bagger was out of the country. He's out of the country on just a wonderful mission. He and his wife Barbara are in Romania adopting a little baby girl. So I know that you would wish them all the best, and I know how much he would want to be with you tonight. Mountainside sits a wonderful part of this tremendous district we have called District 22. Just a great honor for me to be part of that. And I talked about it with your mayor before, and we made an appointment to meet the 200th anniversary of Mountainside. We're going to be at the Fairview Cemetery. Thanks so much, and God bless you.
The glass indicates a list of companies and individuals who collectively have contributed to the borough over $40,000 to offset our costs for the 100th birthday. This evening, the band is compliments of these people. The photographers, the pictures that you will receive in 2 weeks are also compliments of members of the Mayor's Club. And I'd like to take a brief moment just to introduce those who are with us this evening who are part of the Mayor's Club. I have Bob Cagnasola from Suppley and Clooney. Substituting for Richard Alfeld, I have Mr. West from Children's Specialized Hospital. And from Suburban Cable, I have Joanne Gita. Joanne. From Somerset Carding, I have Mr. Tony and Mr. Anthony Giannetti, two cousins. Ken DeBlanc, he was Dutch Seville and his wife Marie, Dutch. The governor is John Close, borough attorney, and his wife Mary, John. And I have Nancy Rissuler from United Jersey Bank, Nancy. And a dear friend of a lot of you in this room, who is now retired but formerly of Central Jersey Bank and Trust, is Ann Lucchese. Ann, also we have Bill McKinley and Helen Aramis from Tel Atlantic. And even though he's not a member of the Mayor's Club, I'd like to introduce the person who probably traveled the furthest to get here. The gentleman who flew up from Key West, Florida, to be with us this evening. He's a former borough administrator. Donna, this is just a small thank you, thank you, thank you.
Definitely a tough act to follow. But as you can see, I'm going to read most of mine. Thank you, Mayor, for everything. Thanks for being next to us. Thanks for being by us. And thanks for supporting us truly. Good evening, honored guests, neighbors, and friends. On behalf of myself and the Gala Committee, I would like to thank all of you sitting out there tonight for making this a huge success. This is a complete sellout. 300 people in this room, Jimmy and Michael told me, no more, no less, and that's exactly how many he has here tonight. There's just one thing I'd like to tell you, and that is on your way out the door tonight, there will be a Harry Devlin portrait of the Hetfield house, free to everyone in this room, with your name and label on it, where you found your wine bottles tonight. So you can also pick that up tonight. You know, without my committee, you're no one. And I'm no one without my committee. So I would like to recognize the Gala Committee for their efforts for over the last year and a half. Not yesterday, not last month, not 2 weeks ago. A year and a half, we saw the same faces at every meeting. Okay? They gave 110%, and they also went that extra mile anytime I asked them to. And now I'd like to introduce to you, because as much as it is a part of my night, your night, it's their night. My co-chairman, Nancy Loricella. My secretary, who I drove crazy anytime there wasn't minutes. Where are the minutes? My sister-in-law, Carol Worswick. The rest of the committee, Beth Arangio. Linda Clark. Jerry Pulse. Diane Ruggiero. And the only male on my committee who I go crazy, Mr. Gary White. You know, the committee stands by itself, but there's always one person to put it together, and that's Janice Saponaro, our coordinator, and I truly want to say I love you, thank you. You know, this is a very rewarding experience for all of us, but as you know, we're only just the beginning. The other events are coming up soon, and I'd like to, all of those chairpersons are in this room tonight, and I want to say thank you for supporting the Gala Ball. We'll be there to support you. First thing on our list, the parade, Mr. Lou Ruggiero, June 3rd. Golf outing, June 12th, Mr. Gary White. Heritage Day, Mrs. Kathy Clark, September 14th, 15th, and 16th. And I too want to thank my husband, because without him taking care of those two little girls at home, I could not be here tonight. Thank you, Rich. You know, someone said, tell a joke, and I said, for the first time, my husband works in town 17 years, and I said, for the first time tonight, in our 11 years of marriage, he is known as Donna Osiege's husband.
When I was introducing the Harts, I had to remind you that Marilyn Hart is a former council person, and Dave, her husband, is presently a council person. And I wanted to acknowledge that. A toast, if you would. Let me get a drink, too. To Mountainside, her residents, her friends, her employees, may they all enjoy a successful, peaceful, happy future. To Mountainside. It's party time.
for Mountainside's 100th anniversary.
And I understand the three of you are part of a committee that put this all together?
That's correct. I am the chairman, and Nancy is the co-chairman, and Carol is the secretary.
And how long did it take to put this event together?
We've been together for about a year and a half, meeting once a week, and then after that it's been approximately maybe twice a month.
What was the most difficult thing you had to do in preparation for tonight's event?
Tell them it's seating.
Yeah. Yes, definitely the seating.
The seating.
Worrying that everybody was going to enjoy themselves tonight.
We just wanted everyone to have a great time, and we were worried about where everyone was going to sit.
How long have you been a resident of Mountainside?
I've lived in Mountainside for about 16 years.
What is the most memorable thing you have about Mountainside?
Good friends.
If I were to ask you, pick out your most favorite spot in Mountainside, what would that be for you?
Probably the playground or the pool.
And you, what's most memorable for Mountainside about you?
I think tonight, everyone coming together and celebrating, and actually everyone supporting the Gala Ball. Without the people in the town, we would not be here tonight.
Mountainside is located in a rather unique position. It sits between several larger communities, and it seems to have a quaint atmosphere. How do you maintain that?
Well, I think it's because Mountainside is a small community, and everyone in town basically knows each other. And if anybody needs help or needs to know somebody in town, we can all talk to each other.
How many people live in the town of Mountainside?
There's about 7,500.
And what is in Mountainside? Is it industrial?
Suburban community.
Suburban community. And how long have you lived in Mountainside?
It's only going to be 3 years.
3 years? And
It's going to be 8 years.
8 years?
Yes.
So you're the eldest resident?
I am the eldest sitting here also. Actually, I was going to say that. I didn't want to say it. I was just going to say, Carol and I take a back seat to that.
We've been striving that long, no doubt.
Yes, we are. We're still striving.
How many members to the committee?
Committee is a member of 10, including myself. And like I said, they worked very hard for tonight to succeed. And I'm very proud of them.
Was it all fun or was it hard work?
It was hard work and it was fun. We tried to make hard work fun, and that's what made it such a great night.
Is there any one meeting that sticks out in your mind above the rest?
Yes,
Making the wine bottles.
People think that we had someone actually put the labels on for us, put the ribbon on for us. We actually scraped an old label off, put a new label on, put the ribbon on, decorated it, and
place cards,
Carol did all the alphabetizing them. It really took a long, long time. I mean, longer than we thought. We did it in 2 nights.
2 nights.
Right.
And what about the pictures that everyone's receiving tonight?
That is, the gentleman lives in town. It's a Harry Devlin portrait of the Hetfield house. And for all the people here tonight, we wanted to give them something to remember the Gala Ball by, and that is donated by the Centennial Committee.
Is there any special significance to the Hetfield house?
It's one historic site in Mountainside. And that's one that he chose to draw. I just want to thank everyone here tonight for making this evening a successful one, and we hope everyone enjoys themselves. And thank you to the community, because without the community, the Gala Ball would not be here. Thank you.
I'd like to thank everyone that came tonight, and I would hope that everyone would participate in every event that we have coming up, because we are mainly doing it to bring everyone together and to have a good time and to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Mountainside.
Great.
Yes, coming up in June 3rd, we have the parade, and then after that, we have Heritage Day in September. And they still need volunteers for all of these activities that are still coming. We also have the golf outing in June, which even if you don't play golf, you could come for dinner. It'd really be nice to see everybody from Mountainside attending these affairs.
And if someone wanted to volunteer, who would they call?
They could contact Janice Saponaro at the Borough Hall, Monday through Friday, 232-2400. Happy anniversary, Mountainside.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's all sing a very, very happy birthday, Mountainside. Happy birthday to you. Hey, how are you?
Adele, Debbie.
And you, sir?
James J. Debbie, JAMES JDEBBIE.
Okay. Now, what brought you here tonight?
Me, sir?
Yeah, what brought you here tonight?
Setting up pins in 1938-39 at Mountainside Inn.
At the Mountainside Inn?
That's where I met him.
Pardon?
3839?
38-39.
How long have you been a resident of Mountainside?
Myself, sir?
Yes.
After I come out of the service, 50 years, 50 some odd years.
And you?
I was born in Mountainside 69 years ago, right on Highway 22. Not quite on the highway, but in the house.
What kept you there so long?
What kept us there so long? Oh, the wonderful town of Mountainside. And
We
you?
love the community. Oh, we only, she only moved one block from where she was born, right on Route 22, a block away, right next to the halfway house.
And you've been in business 40 years.
Oh, and I've been in business for 40 years with the Mountainside Deli. I started it, and I think I'm going to retire tomorrow, the next day, give or take, whatever it is. And we love Mountainside.
100 years of existence for a community is great. But to have two residents such as yourself who have been there for quite a long time is even better. Are there any special memories you have of Mountainside?
Yes, in a way, we raised our 5 kids who played in the park right next to our home, and the kids we raised, they have 18 grandchildren who we're very, very proud of, and we're happy, right, Mom?
Proud of all of them, right?